Here is a quick tutorial on how to make an XY scatter plot in Excel. I don't know whether you guys have the same version as me, but they're all pretty similar, so you can probably figure it out. So I just made up this data. This is going to be different than yours. You're going to have a lot more points than me. I just made this up completely off the top of my head, but you have time and temperature data. So you want to put those into columns in Excel, and then what we're going to just do is highlight them. I do not highlight the titles because it puts the titles in silly places that we don't need them, so I just leave them out. I'm going to go up to Insert, and then I'm going to come over to, sometimes there's a little tab that says Charts. This one doesn't have that, so what you want is the XY scatter plot. You have a bunch of choices here. Some of them are cut off a little bit, but that's all right because you want this one. You don't want to fit a line to the data because that line is meaningless unless we are fitting regression or some other sort of regression line. You don't want to fit with a line because people are going, if you do that in science, people are going to think that it means something when it's just literally connecting the dots. So unless we're doing something where I need a line because we need the slope for something, we're just gonna go here. And I can show you how to find a trend line a different way anyway. So here we are. Let's do this one. Oh, hello. So here's our plot. All right, so again, yours is probably gonna be bigger than this, but here we are. All right, so my title, I wanna change the title. I'm just gonna put calorimetry data. You can do heat of, what did we do? Neutralization, so we'll do that. Heat of neutralization data. All right, cool. So there that is. All right, now what we want to do is you want to put labels on your axes so we know what these are, because this chart is essentially meaningless if I don't know what I'm plotting. So what I'm going to do is go add chart element, axes. We already have axes, so we're fine. Axes titles. So this is what we want. So we'll do the horizontal first, just because I feel like it. Okay, so this one is our time. So I'm going to write time. Don't forget the units because it would be very different if this was minutes or hours or milliseconds. So we just want to make sure that you put that in. I'm going to go back up here. Okay, I want the vertical one now. There we have it. It does not have to be anything fancy. All right, so this is my temperature. And if you don't know how to find the degree sign, we can just do degree C. You can always change it in Word if you don't like it. And there we have it. All right, if you want to move these, you can just use your little cursor to move it out a little bit if it's too tight for you. And then if you want to just print the graph, you can click on it by itself and just print this. For the lab, I just want to see the graph in some way. So I think if we go, I don't know if I can print preview here. Let's see if I can. So this is going to be the data and half the graph. So you just want to make sure if we're going to do this, what I would do is I would put the graph under, because here's the print line. And so now we're going to go File, Print, and there you have it. Okay. I don't want to print that. Okay. And I think that's all. One more thing. If we had multiple data sets in one graph, which you certainly can do, and you want to change the layout so that you can have, this is a legend here, so you can identify like which set of data is which, okay? You can do that up in this, I think it's called quick layout. So I can change the layout of my graph if I want to, and just do all these different scatter print options. What I would do if I did have multiple data sets is just use this first one. There's no, I mean, this is like a statistical analysis, which we're not going to do. And there's some other options. But anyways, that's what I would do if we had multiple data sets on one graph, which you can certainly do if you want to. And I think that's it. So Email me if you have questions, but here it is.